Hello Leo, welcome back to Love from a Leo. My name is Tay, otherwise known as Love from a Leo. Obviously I am a Leo. I'm technically a Leo Virgo cusp. But yeah, anyways, I'm super excited to do these readings because, being a Leo, it's always fun to jump into that energy and see what's going on for the rest of my lions out there, okay? So before we start, I do want to let you guys know what crystals I will be using for this June tarot reading. First off, we have pyrite, which is an amazing stone for Leos, I would say, or fire signs in general. And then citrine, which is another amazing stone for Leo. If you're looking for more information on these crystals, I actually have videos for both of these crystals linked in the cards above or over here and in the description box below, okay? So let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So we're going to start with the past energy. So the past energy, it's definitely going to let me know what obstacles, what influences were playing a part in your past that had to do with the situation that's going on now so that we can see what's coming into your future, okay? So let's start off with the past. All right, so in the past, we do have the Empress card. This is a beautiful card. So in the past, you were taking care of others. I think that you were enjoying life. I think that you were becoming more comfortable with the idea of having more things, having things that benefit you in certain ways. Abundance. Empress card is definitely about abundance. So you're definitely in this mode of enjoying things, being pampered, having things being taken care of that you can enjoy, being able to relax. Even if you aren't splurging or being super abundant in your spending or anything, you're able to relax. At the bottom of the deck here, we have the King of Swords in reverse. So this typically is a person who is very manipulative. So I think that you were actually having time away from this person. I think that there was a time even before this Empress energy that we have here that you were definitely dealing with someone who was kind of dragging your energy from you, like sucking the life out of you, taking your shine. They could have been an air sign or it could have been anyone else. It doesn't matter. But now it looks as though you've kind of logically come to your senses with the Queen of Swords, which is ironic that they're together. The Queen of Swords energy is here, and I think you kind of fused a creative and logical way to find your happiness again, find your balance once again. And a lot of you could have put things out on the table, really aired out a situation that needed to be, taken off of your chest. And because of this, you had change that came in. Also, if this is still in the works, it could be that in Cancer season, you will start to see some transformation start to happen. So also, whenever I pulled your past card here, sorry, I have two cards that came out with it. So we got the Knight of Wands in reverse and we got the Ten of Cups in reverse. I think you were protecting your energy from having kind of like these wild sporadic thoughts. I think you were kind of able to find a little bit more balance within a lot of chaos, right? I think this is what you were shielding your energy from. And again, this could have been from certain other people. It could have been a fire sign or someone who's just young and has a lot of energy, but they don't know where exactly to place it. So whether that was you or someone else, you were shielding yourself from that in the past. And this is how you were able to kind of have that more Empress vibe and kind of like, if it doesn't serve me, I don't need it. I'm a goddess at this point. I don't need a god or a goddess. I don't need anyone else to infiltrate my peace, my abundance, my wealth, my happiness, my serenity. And then you also were shielding yourself from the Ten of Cups in reverse. So there were some things that were not, it was like the ending that you hoped for, it didn't necessarily come out that way. But I think, once again, you found a way to find the joy, find the happiness, find the peace, find the lesson. There was an internal wisdom that I feel like is attached to all of these situations that you were dealing with. And I feel like you just had to kind of maneuver your way out of it, and you found the sunshine even when it felt like you couldn't. And so that's where this Empress energy is coming from, especially if you are a female or you have a lot of feminine energy in your being, in your spiritual being. I feel like you really grasp what it meant to feel, what it means to be intuitive, what it means to be well-rounded in a spiritual sense, able to take and give without feeling like you are too dominant. You know what I mean? It was just a very balanced way of being. And so that was the state of your past. This also could be dealing with a maternal figure or a mature woman in your life. With the Empress card being here and you were protecting your energy, how can this help you? What advice can be given to maximize this type of energy as well? Advice for the Empress card. We got the Prince of Swords, and that's mutable air, so that is Gemini energy. Being that you are a fixed sign as a Leo, there's times where you could definitely feel like there is no room to be mutable. There is no room to go with the flow. It's like you want to be the flow. You don't want anyone to change how you feel. And you're usually steadfast and determined in whatever it is that you already have your mind set on. Now, in order to really obtain that Empress energy, you have to be a little bit more flexible, because you have to learn how to not fixate your mind on the obstacles that have come your way. And I think a lot of you have mastered that, and that's wonderful. It's like you learned how to protect your energy, protect your spirit, protect your aura, and don't let others, whether it's a person, situations, obstacles, spirits even, attack what you have built for yourself. With this mutable air energy, if you have not already got to this point, the advice that this card is saying is you need to make sure that you are able to go with the flow, follow your own curiosities. If something is bottling you down and holding you down, you need to learn how to free yourself, figure out what you do have control over, and go with the flow. For some of you, if you're a person who doesn't like to just be unstructured, but at this time you have to be unstructured so that you can feel what it is to be flexible and relaxed, which is what the Empress card is all about. It's kind of like having this reassurance that you know everything is going to be okay because you have faith in your own energy. You have faith in who you are as the Empress. So that's a really good card. It's about being abundant and being very earth-like. So let's go ahead and move on to your present situation. What is the present situation for Leo? Awesome. So in the present situation for Leo, we do have the Two of Cups. So in June, you will be feeling lots of love, lots of harmonious energy, especially if you are in a relationship. But at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Ten of Pentacles. So I do think even if you have not been in a long-term relationship, or even if you have not been in a relationship that you felt will stem a long-term commitment, there's still a sense of just love, but it's pure love. The Two of Cups is not about, it's not like King of Cups energy where it's just super romantic and kind of, it lacks substance. It has substance. The Two of Cups has substance. It is substance. It is the foundations of what love really is. It's being safe with someone. It's having the strength to be vulnerable in front of someone. And so this is that energy that you will be feeling in June. This is pure love. It's like love that's on a different level. It's a love that you may have not felt before. It's a love that no one can explain to you. You have to experience it. So whether this is for a person that you've been with, a person that you meet, and you feel what it means to really be in love, or you finally have fallen in love, or even if this is dealing with a child, if you're going to be giving birth soon like me, especially with the Empress card being here, it's a love that can't be explained. And even if you try to wrap your head around it, it won't be able to be understood until you go through it yourself. And so this is something that I feel like is a very, very key component for a Leo to understand their own power. We try to be so prideful, we try to have so much strength, but if you're a Leo, you know that we're not always as strong or as courageous as we like to present ourselves. And this is because our whole life we're working to understand what it means to be courageous. We're working our whole life to understand what it means to have strength, what it means to be the king or the queen of the jungle, what it means to dictate your kingdom and really feel confident in the choices that you've made. That's what being a king and a queen is all about. Sometimes you have to sacrifice your own happiness, your own security, your own beliefs almost to guide others, to be a leader. And so it can be very tricky for Leos to be in love and really know that they can trust this person. And I feel like you are finally at this point where you truly understand what that love is, what an unconditional love is. Lover's here to back that up. A lot of you will be experiencing this in a relationship, so that's awesome. Four of Swords behind that. So it's fine. It's like even, okay, so I'm seeing two different scenarios. Some Leos have been in love with this person and they have taken the long route to be able to tell this person this is how they're feeling, to express this. Could have been because of pride issues, could have been because of past situations where they're afraid to open up. So you've been thinking in your head for all this time. Nine of Swords here. It's constantly in your head. You're like, okay, I need to say something. I need to do something because I don't want someone else to have them, or I don't want them to not know how I feel. You know, you have to get it off your chest. Your heart is burning to let something be free, to let something be known. And so at this point in June, I do think you will express that. And then we have the Leos that they have been in a relationship. Things have been steady, stable, but they want more and they're ready to express that. So for some of you, it could be, you know, you want to move your commitment a little bit forward. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be getting married, but I think you're ready to make the next move. And now with the Four of Swords being in reverse, in June, I definitely think you're going to be taking that action that you had been planning, the things that you've been having in your head. You're like, okay, well, maybe I should try to say something now. Or maybe I should bring this up now. Now it's time to make some bigger moves, some changes that can really solidify this love, because I feel it and I want my partner to know that this is what I want. Especially if you guys have not moved in together, or if you haven't discussed like a long-term future. A lot of Leos are going to be really solidifying that commitment in June. So this is awesome for, you know, whatever side of the spectrum you're on. So there's going to be some reconciled love, some very like the movies. And I hate it because I really don't like romantic movies. I actually hate them. But it's definitely going to be those moments where like you see the love of your life and you guys just run towards each other and you embrace, and it starts to rain, and you know what I'm saying? It's not literally that romantic, but I'm saying, if your feelings for the both of you, if both of you guys' feelings could come out, that's what they're going to be doing. Really uniting and morphing themselves into what love truly is and feels like. No matter what the circumstances had been for you guys, it's like it's finally coming together. Finally coming together. That's beautiful. That's awesome. So just for your curiosity, let's see if there are any signs that come up for some of the Leos. If you have a stronger energy, it may come out. I want to see what signs that you may be dealing with. Sun signs only. Sun signs only, please, for Leos. Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles came out, so it could be an earth sign. I'm leaning more towards Virgo. Signs that Leo could be dealing with in June. We got the Fool card, which is ruled by Uranus. So in this deck, this is actually the Aquarius card. So Aquarius for some of you. And also, I want to say Aries as well, because the Fool card in the tarot is Aries. And one last card. Who is Leo dealing with? Who could Leo be dealing with? We got Five of Pentacles, so that's Taurus energy. So again, we have a lot of this earth energy, so a lot of you may be dealing with earth signs. So we got Taurus, Virgo, possibly Capricorn. We also have the Aquarius card and a possible Aries, okay? So a lot of energy came out for you guys. What needs to be done so that Leo can understand and really truly feel this love without messing it up? Like, what needs to be done so that it can actually stay and you can really relish in that feeling? Advice for Leo. Advice for Leo. So we got Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a beautiful card. This is about expansion, okay? So at this time, Leo, you need to know that you are going to be expanding in this part of your life, okay? There's going to be new horizons that you've never touched before, you've never seen, and may never have even thought that you would reach at this point. And so this is where your Leo-ness needs to come out, okay? You need to really make sure that you are being courageous. And courageous doesn't mean you have to be scary. It doesn't mean that you have to be ready to fight. It means you need to be ready and vulnerable to take on whatever comes your way and be accepting of that. With the Wheel of Fortune being the advice for your present, you really need to let the wheel turn. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know which way things are going to end up, but you do know that it's going to be something new, something bigger, something better in most cases, because this is a very positive energy that I'm feeling. This is going to be a turn of a lifetime. This is something that you really can let your spirit absorb. Let your spirit entertain all of this energy. Let the wheel turn and let the cards fall where they may. And then after that, then you can make your decision on what needs to happen. Or, you know what I'm saying? But it's this calm, relaxed, flexible energy, this mutable energy that I really feel like is going to benefit you at this time. And Jupiter is the planet of luck. So there's a lot of things that could come your way. And with you being able, with the cards supporting that you can be relaxed and you can know that good things are coming your way, with Jupiter here, that's even more luck on your side. That's saying you have a lot of good things coming towards you. Even if it's one thing, it's a huge thing. Jupiter is huge. It's all about expansion. It's all about big happiness. It's all about joy. It's all about gifts. It's all about luck. And Wheel of Fortune, there's nothing really more you can do but just let the cards fall where they may, literally, okay? So that is amazing. Leo, I'm very excited for you. I'm very excited. Okay, so let's see what's happening in your future. What's to come? What's to come for Leo? For Leo. Okay, so the situation at hand is the King of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So this could be some earth sign if it's a person coming your way. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. If it's not a person necessarily coming your way, then this is the energy of being lazy. This is the energy of wanting to do more, wanting to have more, but having an issue with finding that energy. So the only reason I could think that this card has come about, this delay, this stagnation, this boredom, this uninspired type of energy, is simply because you are, you know, all of this calm energy leading up to it, all of this, okay, relax, Leo, let it go, Leo. And then you get to the future and it's like, okay, well, you can't relax too long. You can't stay in honeymoon phase for too long because you got to get some stuff going. And this is after all of this has happened. So it's not necessarily a bad card. But if this is a person, this is someone who could be corrupt. So you want to make sure that you're being careful with that and you're not being too trusting of those that you don't need to be trusting of. But I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just saying that could be the issue if this is a person. But I think this is more of a... Can you hear the birds talking? I think this is more of an issue of just having that lazy cat-like energy. You know what I mean? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups here. And so what this is saying is you can trust yourself. You have what it takes to do what you got to do. This card is not bad at all. It's saying that this King of Pentacles in reverse, it's not something that has to hold you down. You just have to figure out, okay, where do I pull this energy from? How do I get myself going? And that's something we all have to do. With the Sagittarius card coming out here, Temperance, along with in your present, we have the Jupiter here. So that Wheel of Fortune, whatever luck that you had, you make sure you're balancing it out with something of substance from yourself. So don't just rely on whatever luck that you have received. You've gotten this far because you've been putting in work. Now it's time for you to have to go back into work in the future, okay? But stay balanced. So this card kind of reminds me of, okay, if you have a night of drinking, or if you know you're going to go out and drink on a certain night, that day, maybe try to, not just that day, but definitely on that day, maybe try to, you know, hydrate yourself as much as you can. Eat the best that you can, you know. Try not to find a way to balance it out. And I'm not just saying like, oh, if you know you're going to be drinking, then you want to take care of yourself. You should always be taking care of yourself. But I'm saying if you know something's coming, like if you have a deadline coming, maybe try to prepare if you know you're going to be feeling lazy. Going closer to the deadline. If you know that you're a procrastinator, do a lot at one time that you can get out of the way so that even if you do procrastinate, you still have more time on your side because you have already done most of the work. So make it easier on yourself. Have a balance, and it all goes into how and what type of Leo that you are and how you maneuver around things. So really have a talk with yourself and figure out, okay, we need to get out of this lazy mode because it's not going to help. I'm not being the best leader that I can be if I'm not leading myself in the right direction. What advice can I give you guys so that you can get out of this kind of lazy stagnation feeling? I saw this. The Magician, Mercury. Okay, so I love this card for this advice because Mercury is a very fast-paced moving type of energy. This is the Magician card. So this is, I would say, Gemini energy and Virgo-ish, but I would definitely say it's more related to Gemini. So as we know, Gemini is a very fast-moving type of energy, type of zodiac, fast thinking, fast movement, following your curiosity, not doing too much thinking before you do it. And so that can be bad, but at this time in the future when you're having this moment of just not really doing much and feeling uninspired, sometimes you just need a jolt to get you going. So sometimes it's like that cup of coffee that you need to get yourself motivated to go do more. So this could be a time where malachite, the crystal, is good for you to use. If you want more information on the malachite crystal, I have a video on my channel. And so yeah, you need like a zap to get you going. So I think this is going to be like a jolt. And then once you feel that jolt, you have to use the magic around you. You use what's around you to manifest what you want. And don't get lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't allow yourself to be like, oh, I finally feel the energy to do this, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. Do it. Just do it. Get it out of the way and you'll feel so much better. The satisfaction that you'll feel from doing something is gonna be priceless. And I want you to feel that. You're doing so good. I don't want you to mess yourself up in the future that's coming your way, especially because your season is coming soon after Cancer season. Right now we're in Gemini season, but you know, going towards July, you're going to be getting into Leo season. So you really want to make sure you're prepared for that and you can actually have fun. You can maybe go back to this Empress-like energy during your season. So we'll see as we go along. But from what I can see, Leo, you have been really doing what you need to do. You've really been focusing on the things that need to be focused on, and I commend you for that in so many different ways, and you will see the benefits in June. June is looking very beautiful for you, very abundant, very solidified, stable, and just pure love at its finest. Pure love. The real essence of what love is. So congratulations to you, Leo. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to support this video and support me and the channel, you can leave a like. It helps me out so much. You can subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment if you would like. If you would like a personalized reading from me to you, you can email me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com, or you can add me on Instagram at atela_amor, and we can get something happening for you. Also, I do want to let you know that this is the time where you can expect lots of transformation, okay? So don't be afraid of that. Lots of transformation. If you're having any doubts, if you're kind of trying to figure out what these feelings, these energies, these spirits that you're feeling, don't hesitate to email me and we can get something happening for you. And yeah, I definitely hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed recording it. And until next time, my lovely Leo, I'm Love from a Leo. If I'm not your favorite Leo, then one day I will be. My beautiful Leo, I will see you in the next video.